What's going on, guys? So I've had several ladies in the last few weeks ask about some of the fragrances in my wife's collection. So I tasked her with picking her 10 favorites in her collection. She came close. She couldn't quite whittle it down to 10, so we have 12. We have 12 specifically, a few from multiple houses, like 2 from this house, 2 from that house, some designer, some niche, some indie stuff. But you'll see a trend to her taste. She typically wears a lot of fruity florals. That's going to be dominating in this list, but there is a little bit of variety as well. So any of you ladies watching, here you go. Any of you guys watching, take note. If your wife likes fruity florals, here's some of my wife's favorites. Stay tuned. I figured we'd start with her absolute favorite, the biggest dent in her collection. This is YSL's Libre Eau de Parfum, the first one that came out. You see this is a 90 ml that's missing about 60 ml. I believe they're 90 ml. Yeah, 90 ml. Missing 2/3 of the bottle. Huge fan of this one. This is more of an elegant floral. Has more of that boss lady type of feel to it. It's a bit more business oriented and serious. It's not super youthful and playful while still not being a mature old lady type of smell. This has elegance to it. This has class. It has a great scent character. She has never tried any of the flankers beyond this, which eventually I could imagine her, at least wanting to get her nose on a few of them. It's something that never really comes to mind because when she's in the mood for this, she just reaches for this. As you can see, this is her absolute favorite fragrance. And I felt it only right to start with this one. She wears this, I would say 7 out of every 10 times she wears something to leave the apartment. It's usually this, especially when it's not super high heat outside. Not the best thing for the high heat summer. If you're going to be indoors, it's fine. But spring, fall, winter, great choice, ladies. YSL Libre Eau de Parfum. Next is one that I actually enjoy so much that I've worn a few times, a few sprays on me. This is from MMASI. This is Into Me for Her, which I believe the name has changed. I want to say Decadent or something like that. But here, it's almond. There's coffee. There's florals. It's got this dark roasted, almost earthy tone nuance to it. This is even better than the men's fragrance. When it comes to MMASI, this is the best fragrance of the house. Fellas, it's not too feminine, but I tell you what, my wife adores this. I love walking in her sillage when she does wear this one. It's not a huge dent, but she's worn it several times. This is one of her favorites. This isn't ranked in order of which she wears the most, but this stuff's really good. I love when she wears this one. A lot of our late lunch, early dinner dates when we go out to eat, this is usually one she reaches for. This one and the next fragrance we're going to talk about have kind of been her go-tos as of late for our late lunch dates that we've been doing. And this is absolutely worth a sample. I'll have links to everything as best I can find down below. Definitely check this one out. You can get samples from MMASI. Gorgeous, independent-owned niche brand. Shout outs to Dr. Shimaka. Very wonderful friend. And great creator and beautiful representative of her brand. You should definitely check out some of her fragrances, especially the women's. Guys, this is worth checking out on your skin too. MMASI Into Me for Her. Now this is the other one she's been wearing as of late. She does wear Heavenly Lilies from time to time. This was my favorite of the 2 women's releases from Sphinx fragrances, but her favorite is this one. This is Damascena. This is the one that doesn't have the metal plate. You can see the Sphinx logo. There we go. You can kind of see it. It's just printed on there. But this is Damascena. This is another fruity floral that has a richness to it. There's a strong woody depth as it dries. But a lot of rich florals, a little bit of rose. I want to say there's a touch of yellow florals in here as well. And might even be a little bit of gardenia. It kind of smells like there's some gardenia. I don't have the note breakdowns present or have them memorized or anything like that. It's just what I smell on it. Strong. Extrait de Parfum, big sillage. And when I say big sillage, I really mean the trail. Because, like I said, when she's wearing something that I really enjoy smelling on her, I let her walk in front of me when we're going to the car. Because we're at garden level. You have to go upstairs to go to the parking lot level for us. So I like to trail behind her. And the first 3 fragrances we've talked about are 3 of my personal favorites to smell on her. This is another one, absolutely sample worthy. If you're looking to try anything from Sphinx fragrances, both of the ladies' releases, both pink bottles, are arguably the 2 best fragrances of the first 7 releases. Black Anubis for men is my personal favorite. A lot of people have gravitated to Tabac Citron Vanille as far as the guys. But when it comes to women's, You can't go wrong either which way, whether it's Heavenly Lilies, which has the plate on the front, or this one, Damascena from Sphinx Fragrances. The funniest thing about this is she hasn't been wearing it lately. She kind of forgot, because I was surprised when she showed me what she picked, and I said, really, you never wear this? She's like, I totally forgot I had it till I pulled the cap and smelled it, and I was like, oh yeah, I love this one. Mancera's Velvet Vanilla. This was one I picked up at TJ Maxx for 80 bucks a while back that I was trying to give a chance. This is extremely feminine, way too much for me. Look, I like feminine scents and floral scents and all that stuff, but this is way too girly. And I wouldn't call it super juvenile, but it is very elegant, ladylike. Has a beautiful sweetness, obviously a creamy vanilla, hence the name Velvet Vanilla, with a lot of white florals. There's a strong jasmine hit here. And it's a monster performer. This is easy on the sprays. You will fill a room. Big, big, big sillage, heavy projection, long lasting. A lot of Mancera fragrances are good for that, and this one is definitely one that is good for that. This was a nice little random find at TJ Maxx, because hardly ever see anything Mancera at TJ Maxx, so I had to grab it. I love the way it smells, just not on me. I like how it smells on her, and luckily she's a big fan of it, so you might want to check this one out and get a sample. If you like creamy vanilla florals, you probably like Mancera's Velvet Vanilla. Now, of all the Baccarat Rouge 540 clones and or decants of the real thing that I have, this is her favorite. This is the bottle she claimed for herself, because she's welcome to spray whatever she wants, obviously. This is Banana Republic's Rosewood Amore, as you can see by the print on there. She's a big fan of this one. This is more of a designer level take on it, as you would expect with it being Banana Republic. Smells really good. Pretty accurate depiction. I'm going to spray that one more time. It smells so good. Pretty accurate depiction. Has kind of that crystallized sweetness that I speak of when I talk about the more accurate clones of Baccarat Rouge 540. Anybody that smelled any of them or Baccarat Rouge 540 EDP knows what I'm talking about. It's this saffron, jasmine, amberwood combo that kind of creates this not really spicy, somewhat white floral, but sweet, musky, like I said, crystallized, kind of fizzy in a way, bright and effervescent tone to the sweetness and the musk. This one definitely has it, and it's a cheapie. You can get this one really cheap. This is kind of her favorite cheapie. Like I said, of all of the ways to smell like Baccarat Rouge that are under this roof, this is her personal favorite. So just noteworthy and worth telling you guys about. This is Banana Republic's Rosewood Amore. Another one she's a big fan of. This one actually stays right over here with the other ones from this brand, but she likes to randomly just come in the room and spray this one. Big fan of this one. This is Lychee and Florals. This is Fleurs de Golfe Orient Express. So the green juice is very fitting. It does have a bit of a green smell, but sweet, fruity, and playful with lychee. If lychee's too feminine of a sweet, fruity note for you fellas, you might want to avoid this one. But the way this is composed, it's so good. It's, of what I've tried from the house, the best fresh fragrance. And it's not the freshest of fragrances, but the way it's composed, it's even a little watery, very juicy to the lychee note. And my wife's a huge fan of this one, guys. She sprays a little more than she needs, 6-7 sprays, because a lot of stuff's very beastly on her skin. I don't know how many of you ladies that happen to be watching this have that experience where just everything you wear is just really strong on you, no matter what. This is already a very strong fragrance on me. It's immensely powerful on her. But like I said, if you like lychee, florals, green, and woods, you might want to check this one out. Underrated, underappreciated, and lesser known French niche house called Fleurs de Golfe. This is Orient Express. Now this is one of the more juvenile, sweet, and playful, just casual scents that she enjoys. This is Azzaro's Wanted Girl. You can see the juice level has dropped a little bit on that one. The only downside to this is that the trigger, it broke a little bit. Like, it'll spray. God, this smells good. A lot of florals, but sometimes it'll just kind of recess and stay there, and you got to pull it back up. So it's not always broken, but we'll spray it one more time. Good atomizer. Very woodsy, a little sweet and playful, fruity, with a nice floral tone. Like I said, a lot of fruity floral fragrances, which isn't completely, I don't think this one's classification, but they do, those notes tend to stand out in this one. She likes to wear this one. Like I said, it's not the most girly girl, you know, teenager juvenile of scents, but it's definitely a much more youthful scent for what she typically wears. Not a whole lot of elegance going on here, just a fun fragrance for her that she likes to wear that has pretty good performance. This one's not necessarily a huge beast on her, but she gets kind of average performance for what I would consider average. 5, 6, maybe 7 hours of life on her skin, according to her, is somewhere in that range. And like I said, the sillage is really great on this one. When we're just going out and about, running errands, whatever, in the warmer weather, she likes to reach for this one because it's not super sweet like you would think with it being a Azzaro wanted fragrance. Wanted girl. It's better than you may think, a little bit gimmicky of a bottle, but it still smells really good. Again, Azzaro wanted girl. I love when she wears this one. I love when I wear this one. This is her bottle of Zaharoff Signature Rosé. And yes, you see the difference in juice level. That is her bottle. Because here's my bottle. You know, we each have our own bottle. I clearly wear it more than she does. But she's a huge fan. And I got to say, when she wears it, when I wear it, it's very smoky and rich. When she wears it, it's a sweet rose smell. Just shows that skin chemistries are different for everyone, especially both sexes. And like I said, this smells not totally different on her than it does on me, but there's a drastic change in the way it nuances. Like I said, the incense here really comes out heavily on my skin with this nice amber warm wood feel from the oud. And of course you get all of the rose facets, whereas here the sweetness comes out. The vanilla bean, the sugar cane, it really makes for a sweet ambery type of rose smell that is just magnificent on her. Again, she doesn't need many sprays. I think she does 4. Big sillage coming off of her with this one. So even though it's a men's fragrance, it's marketed for men. Perfectly unisex, ladies. I mean, it's rose dominant. So if anything, it leans more feminine, but for a rose fragrance, it's actually quite masculine in my opinion. It's one of my favorite fragrances, one of my 5 favorite fragrances in my collection. But it's also one of her 12 favorites in her collection, Zaharoff Signature Rosé. When we have somewhere special to go, or in the evenings when we go out to dinner and such, this is kind of her go-to. This is Argos Parfum. So this is one she's had for quite a while. This is one of the 30 ml bottles. You see the juice level dropping. So the ladies' fragrances from Argos are actually quite unisex. They feature a lot of iris, for example. There's a beautiful, I got it right away, beautiful iris note in this fragrance. There's some fruitiness, there's some herbs, there's some woods, there's other florals, but there is kind of a dominance to this Florentine iris smell. It's nice and powdery, a little rooty and earthy in some ways. Performance is stellar. This is elegance in a bottle, guys. It's not the most serious fragrance in the world, but boy, it is far from a juvenile and playful type of scent profile. This is adult wear. You know what I mean? This is mature wear without smelling too serious. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's elegance in a bottle. There's a class to this. And it's mainly not just because of the composition and the blend, the way it's blended and balanced. It's the quality of the oils. The quality of the oils make a huge difference. And this is a must try for anybody that's a fan of the house or likes niche iris fragrances, because like I said, this is not too feminine, guys. I wear this one from time to time. I steal a few sprays from her, though she claimed the bottle from me, because this was my bottle. She claimed it from me, and she can wear it till it's completely empty if she wants. When I get in the mood for it, I definitely spray it too. But it's one of her personal favorites. It is her go-to for dinner dates and nights out. This is her favorite to wear. This is Argos Parfum. Followed right back up by the newest women's release. Still pretty unisex though. Argos Pallas Athene. She's a big fan of this one too. You can see that juice level starting to drop. That gorgeous intricate work on the plate. Even on the 30 mLs, you get all of that detail work with the enamel and everything and the little jewels on the plate. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous. So this one, again, more on the fruity floral side. This is, dare I say, more of a woody dominated floral. I would say more of a woody floral musk. I don't remember the exact classification. That's just the way it comes across to me. There's a little bit more rose and some other florals in here. I don't remember the notes exactly. It's just how it smells out in the air. Admittedly, she doesn't wear this one all the time because it's rather new to her collection. Again, she claimed this one from me right away. You know, any of the women's fragrances for Argos, I don't even get an opportunity to try them out for myself. She's like, she'll grab it, ooh, for me, sprays it, smells it, puts the cap back on, says mine, and goes put it on her shelving, which, hey, it's all good. If it makes her happy, makes me even happier. And both the Argos fragrances for women, which Danye She smelled on me. She doesn't like that it's dominated by woods because she likes having more florals. That's a beautiful blonde wood fragrance. So that's the one that's very unisex that I got to keep for myself that I love, by the way. Try Danye, ladies. If you like woodsy fragrances, you'll like that one. But both the Perfumes, which is Pallas, Athene, and Argos Parfum, are some of the best of the house, as you would expect. The Perfume's better than the Pour-Homme. And then Pallas Athene, in many ways, is kind of better than Danye on her, whereas Danye is better on me. So definitely worth trying. I would say get a sample pack from Argos and just try the whole house, ladies, because everything's unisex. My stepdaughter's favorite fragrance is Triumph of Bacchus. She got my 30 ml of that. So you never know what you're going to like. Nothing's too masculine in this collection. Beautiful, beautiful works of art in a bottle, and even on the bottle is the fragrances of Argos, and this is Pallas Athene. We were at an Ulta, and she was drawn into the bottle. She tried it. She loved it. When we got in the car, I bought a tester online of Coach Floral Blush. You can see that dent dropping. She's a huge fan of this one. You want to talk about a very casual, playful floral scent that doesn't smell too youthful? Here you go. Bright floral with some citrus. That's the thing. There's a juiciness, a watery, airy, almost aldehydic approach to the opening of this one. This is some really, really good stuff here. You can see it's a tester from the sticker that's on the back. What's the note say on here? I'm just curious. Goji berries, peony, and white wood. So there you go. So it does have more of a citrusy type of smell. It's whatever this type of berries is, but the peony makes sense because it's a very bright, fresh floral type of smell. Not a white floral dominance. I don't get lilies. I don't get jasmine or anything like that. Definitely no gardenias, but the peony makes sense now that I see that's the notes that they officially list. This is a very bright, casual scent. Great every day if you have more of a, not an office space type of job, maybe retail department or sales of some sort, something like that. I think this is a great everyday scent, but warmer weather, great for anything, especially if you like fresh florals. This isn't fruity floral. This is more fresh floral. Coach Floral Blush. Last but not least, we each have a bottle. And this is very feminine, guys. It's a little challenging for guys that don't like feminine fragrances because of the white peach and the jasmine dominance. The black currant saves it a little bit as the white peach settles down. We're talking about Mancera's Black Vanilla. This is her bottle. My bottle over there in its box. If I can get it to focus. There we go. Because of all the metallics and reflection, it doesn't focus too easy, but I'm a fan. She wanted to steal my bottle. And at the time, I was working in San Antonio. So I was like, let me just get you your own bottle. Because I wasn't staying at home. I was in a separate apartment for work for 3 months. This is so good, though. Very, very feminine at the top, though, guys. That white peach jasmine combo is very girly. Very beautiful, though. But if you can wait a few minutes and get through that opening, the black currant jasmine vanilla combo, because this little tart fruity tone comes in to kind of take some of that feminine edge off, because it is a jasmine creamy vanilla combo. That's the dominance of this scent profile. It's a monster performer, like Red Tobacco Performance. It comes from the same line. Notice it's basically just a translucent black version of the Red Tobacco bottle. It's of the same line. It's very similar performance. This is a nuclear performer. This is a 2-3 spray fragrance for most people. It is for her. It is for me on the rare occasions that I wear it. It's been a while. But this definitely leans more towards the ladies, and she's a big fan of it. She likes to wear this one when she really wants to show out, because this is a statement maker type of scent. This is family gatherings and get-togethers and holidays and stuff. This is the kind of fragrance that she likes to reach for. Absolutely beautiful. Nobody talks about it. If you haven't tried this one and you're interested in jasmine and vanilla with a different fruitiness at the top, white peach and black currant. Not always the combination you hear of with jasmine and vanilla. It's actually quite lovely, and confident guys that like florals can get away with it, but most guys are going to pass on this one. But for the ladies, it is stunning. It's Mancera's Black Vanilla. Well, that's her favorite 12. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate all the feedback, and I love hearing from you guys. What in this video have you tried? Gentlemen, ladies, whoever's watching this and is to this point in the video, did any of these spark your interest, pique your interest? Do you have any experience with these? What do you think about them? If you tried them, have them, had them? And until next time, guys, have a good one.